Part 3 of our discussion on the Swiftie, unsensical lack of creativity that actually goes on in your existence as you all live in a box. So there's a place where you all get placed into a box, that you all proclaim that you're not in a box, and you proclaim that you all live in democracy, and the people at the top of your rung of the Democrat Taylor Swiftie group is that you're actually in the box to live in fear and to be told how to think and how to feel. How to behave like a Taylor Swift, how to look like a Taylor Swift. You're even dressing up like her at Halloween, and that gives her an ego boost like you wouldn't believe. So while she is sitting over there living the high life of wealthy and rich and making these videos that really are mental case illnesses, and she's showing you a lot of who she actually is and who she is as a so-called friend. It's not somebody you would ever want to hang out with. But she sure can put on the charm and the fake friendly, because she's an actress, as you might recall that she was in the movie Valentine's Day. See how I just put in Valentine's Day and we had the blood stake party? It's how they push blame onto other people by bringing in a reference point to point fingers onto someone else. But currently what we're doing right now is we're talking about Taylor Swift. She's violent, she's abusive, and she's a narcissist. This is a high level of narcissism that has literally grown out of control, and you all are all participating in it as well, especially if you have so many followers and you're working with Pakistanis. So she's uneducated and she's uncultured, but she sure does have a know-it-all experience of how she wants things to go in the world. What she, as a person that has never worked a day in her life, never held a real job, how she thinks democracy should go so that she can perform in any which way that she wants to perform, so that she doesn't have to do any actual work. So in her case, work would be conversating where she is made wrong for things that she's being made wrong for because she's actually wrong. Taylor Swift, you're wrong in what you're doing. Everybody around you knows it, how you've put lid after lid after lid on the creativity. You put people in canisters, and when you're ready for a move in your mental case of a WAR, you give a little post or a little new CD that literally probably takes you, 2 hours to make? You type it into Chat GPT and say, well, let's make a song about this, 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 and this, your little formula, and then the song just pops right out. And then you call that creative. And then you as audience get put into another box or a canister where you then start fighting a war for a person through your personality or your energy to make all of us just really not like any of you. However, you're living in the weakest energy in existence, hence why we're dealing with TRANS. DEI is another example. This is all Taylor Swift stuff. This is all Hollywood stuff. This is all liberal stuff. This is like the lowest of the low class. They don't actually believe in these things. You do know that, right? They don't actually believe in this DEI stuff. They're using you. That's the crazy part of me watching you. You're like literally the most miserable people operating as a Taylor Swift. See, you don't have a real personality because you decided to be brainwashed by a Taylor Swift. You decided that it was easier for you to be vile and vicious than actually have a real adult conversation or try to learn something in life. So then you just made shit up. You're like, okay, well, don't care what people think, which means just do whatever you want to do, and then we'll just call that democracy. And then Taylor Swift said, well, you're not going to do this, and you're not going to say this, and you're not going to do that, and you're not going to say this, and you're not going to do this, and you're not going to do that. And then you call it democracy. And then you go to people at work and then you do the same thing to them. And then when they say, you're not going to tell me what to do, this isn't going to work. Then you go and run your mouth in friendliness of the soft skills and violate people because Taylor Swift told you to. And then you get people fired from their jobs after 11 to 12 to 20 years, but you're only 25 years old. That's the effects of these influencers on people in the workforce who've never worked a day in their life. Well, they want their faces to go viral, so they pay people to stand behind people while they awkwardly hold their purse and they talk about things that nobody even gives a shit about. And that's the reality of where we're headed. Your information is like worthless. It's like, why are you even in our fucking face? We don't even care about anything you have to say. You might as well just put music over anything you report on Don Lemon. Let's laugh it out. Don Lemon, you're so funny. You just want a viral piece of content. So everybody is out there showing off who LA actually is. Everyone across the entire globe can't stand any of you. No one likes them or influencers or celebrities. No one's watching movies. No one's interested in being creative. No one's interested in listening to you talk about business. No one's interested in listening to you because you have no education. No one's interested in you or you or you, but you're all sure showing up to a Taylor Swift concert and talking gossip. See, gossip is the death of any business. When all you want to do is show off your relationship as if it's the only thing you offer, but you don't share about your personal life. When everything about all of what you're up to is only about personal life. Well, if you're holding hands with someone and you're wearing a diamond ring, then I'd say that's personal life. And that's for you, Swiftie. Because remember the old days when she said, I don't like to share about my personal life? Remember that Entertainment Tonight asked her, who are you taking home tonight? And she says, I'm going home alone. And now she's all like showing off Travis Kelce and kissing, getting photographs, and standing under the dome and cheering on her boyfriend. And it's all collaborative paid advertising. And they're trying to create that as the what? What exactly are you trying to create? How exactly are you helping yourself, but how are you actually hurting yourself and hurting other people? How is Taylor Swift hurting herself? How is she out of integrity? Tell everyone, Taylor Swift, that you know you're out of integrity. You're not intelligent, but you can feel it. How is Taylor Swift out of integrity of the things that she doesn't know? Don't tell her what they are. Let her feel it. Let her feel it. Let Taylor Swift feel what the audience actually feels about how she's delivering on information. And let Taylor Swift feel what she's done to the United States of America. And that's the reality of what we're dealing with all of you fools. So you thought you were all big and bad and that you were going to do all these amazing things to abuse people. And specifically, you thought you were going to hand it all over to me so that I could hold on to it for you while you lived the high life of going to erotica parties. And guess what happened? I was smarter than that, so all I did was take what you had to offer, get educated on it, and then got aware to show everybody else, including the politics, to bring awareness into this nasty shit that you call LA and New York City. So everybody take a look at Taylor Swift and really take a look at how she talks in an interview. Now really take the veil off and take a look at what it's like to look at her as she performs on a stage. And really listen to that voice as you're walking down the grocery line and how irritating it is on our ears and how you actually buy less product when her voice is when her voice is over the intercom. You buy less product. You're actually angry that you actually get out of the store earlier because you are so disgusted by it. It's all subliminal, although it's a subliminal of the subliminal, because she's using subliminals of subliminals, and you're now in subliminals of actually fighting it. So everybody, that's a little bit about the